Aloha! We're here in front of the Porta de São Gonçalo of Old Town Lagos, which has been our home base for travel around the Iberian Peninsula and Greater Europe. We're really excited to give you some ideas on things to do, places to see, and share some of our favorite eats. So we hope you'll tag along with us as we explore the beautiful town of Lagos.
Lagos is a southern city in the Algarve region of Portugal. According to tradition, the city was founded about 2,000 years before the birth of Christ, having been under rule by the Carthaginians, Romans, and Moors. After the Portuguese reconquest, Lagos played a leading role in the Portuguese Age of Discoveries, becoming the main city in the Algarve, a position it lost to Faro after the devastating earthquake of 1755. Today, Lagos is a vibrant and rapidly growing town with so many things to do, places to see, and foods to try. Here are a few of our recommendations.
Number 1. Explore the Ponta da Pad. One of the precious gems of Lagos and the whole Algarve is the beautiful and rugged headlands of the Ponta da Pad. This is a must to witness from both the land and the sea to truly appreciate some of the natural beauty of this town. The city has recently completed conservation improvements that include wooden boardwalks that meander along the bluffs and designated parking areas at Praia do Kiko and the lighthouse to help reduce the erosion of this rugged coastline. We recommend starting at Praia Dona Ana parking lot where the wooden boardwalk begins. This boardwalk, referred to as the Ponta da Pad Trail, is just a small section of the long, famous, and spectacular Fisherman's Trail. At the first viewpoint, you can see all the way across to Meia Praia and other cities down the coast. Along the way, you will encounter magnificent views of spectacular sea stacks, arches, and sinkholes, and find access to the popular landmarks of Dona Ana, Camilo, and the Fisherman's Grotto. At the end of the point is the famed lighthouse dating back to 1913. You can return to the old town by walking back along the Estrada de Ponta da Pad, or we recommend continuing along the boardwalk from the lighthouse to take in more spectacular views of Canavial, Porto de Mos, and other cities further down the coast. The boardwalk ends near the Cascade Hotel, but you can walk out to Estrada de Porto de Mos and down the hill to the beach where you can enjoy some refreshments and take the number 2 on the bus back to the old town from the stop in front of the Restaurant Por. Walking along the boardwalk, you will surely see tour boats and kayak groups exploring the grottos of the Ponta da Pad. The views of the bluffs, caves, and grottos are spectacular from the ocean side. We highly recommend booking a boat or kayak excursion as we did in order to fully enjoy this rugged coastline. Check out our video on kayaking the Ponta da Pad for more details. Number 2. Enjoy the ocean and beaches. The ocean surrounding Lagos is so inviting with its ever-changing hues of blues and greens. In addition to boat and kayak tours, a number of outfitters offer sup rentals and tours, surf rentals, and surf schools. Scuba diving, dolphin watching, and catamaran tours can all be booked from the kiosk vendors along the Marina promenade or online. Sun lovers and swimmers have an abundance of beaches to enjoy. Meia Praia on the eastern side of the Vicentina River is a long curved beach consisting of soft white sand. Meia Praia is one of the largest open bays in Europe, resulting in calm seas, permitting conditions for many nautical sports. A recently finished boardwalk traverses the beach, and small cafes and restaurants provide refreshment and a splendid way to relax and take in the surroundings. You can walk across the Marina Bridge from the old town and along Estrada de São Roque to the boardwalk, or take the number 2 bus all the way out to the Meia Praia bus stop and walk back to town along the boardwalk. Be aware that the further east you go along the beach after the wooden boardwalk ends, it is public knowledge that the beach becomes clothing optional. A number of smaller beaches follow the coastline on the west side of the Vicentina River, starting right at the mouth of the river. These smaller beaches are formed in between the limestone cliffs and in some cases are connected by tunnels. They are beautiful places to soak up the sun and to cool off from the heat. Praia da Batata, a small beach tucked between 2 small cliffs, is known for the small music festivals that take place there during the summer. Praia dos Estudiantes and Praia do Pinhal are connected by tunnels where remnants of the bridge of Porta do Pinhal can be found. Trail walking is a popular activity in Lagos. Many visitors will walk the last portion of the Rota Vicentina, Fisherman's Trail, starting from the Lagos train station, continuing through town down the Avenida de Descobrimentos along the Ponta da Pad to the town of Luz. The trail is marked with a pair of blue and green stripes and are found on walls, post signs, or even rocks. At the end of the boardwalk, the trail follows the road down to Praia de Portugal, then transitions to a dirt trail along the top of the bluffs from Praia Portugal to the town of Luz. The hike between the train station and Luz is 11 kilometers and takes about 3.5 hours. For more details of this walk, or for walks beyond Luz, visit the Rota Vicentina website listed in the description below.
The town of Lagos is very walkable, and much of what to see lies within the walls of the old town, or very close to them. Start your walk at the Praça do Infante, a main entrance into the old town. In the Praça you will find the statue of Infante Dom Henrique, also known as Henry the Navigator. Dom Henrique was a central figure in the early days of the Portuguese Empire. He is regarded as the main initiator of what would be known as the Age of Discovery. Previously, the Age of Discovery brought human trafficking in the form of slavery to Lagos. The Praça was the site of slave auctions. Near the statue of Dom Henrique, a small museum sets out to document and acknowledge this ugly part of Lagos history. The museum is very small, mostly consisting of photos, written descriptions, and a few artifacts. Though not an extensive museum, your fee to enter contributes to the upkeep and maintenance of this important record of Lagos history. On the side of the Praça, opposite the Slave Museum, find the Igreja de Santa Maria de Lagos. The church is actively used for Mass, but open to visitors most days. The interior of the church is beautiful, but simple and modern, unlike the ornate Baroque interior of the Igreja de Santo Antonio, which now houses the Museum of Lagos. Near the Igreja de Santa Maria, you find portions of Lagos town walls, also known as the Castle of Lagos. Construction of the Castle of Lagos was started by King Afonso III in the 1200s. The walls grew to surround the entire city of Lagos, providing the town its main means of defense. Walking along the streetside park, you will come across Lagos city crest and the statue of Gil Ames, a Lagos-born navigator and explorer under the service of Dom Henrique during the Age of Discovery. Ames is credited with the discovery of a passable route around Cape Bojador in 1434. It was considered a major breakthrough for European explorers and traders en route to Africa and later to India. Beyond the statue, look for Porta de São Gonçalo, entrance to the city. Pass through the Porta de São Gonçalo, then walk a few short blocks to the Museu de Lagos, Dr. José Formosinho, previously the Igreja de Santo Antonio. Entrance to the museum is €3. The museum is open from 10 to 1 and 2 to 6. Inside the museum are exhibits of historic, cultural, and devotional and religious art. The museum center comprises the Church of Santo Antonio, whose interior is an authentic jewel of Baroque gilded carving in Portugal. From the museum, head back through the Porta de São Gonçalo and cross the street to the Miradouro with the statue of São Gonçalo de Lagos. Spend time to enjoy the view of the entrance to the Bensafreme River and the calçadas of the plaza. Next, take a short walk to the Fort de Ponta da Bandeira. This fort was built between 1680 and 1690 and used as a defense against pirates, corsairs, and the Spanish. In its time, the fort was one of the most advanced fortresses in the Algarve. From the fort, walk along the riverfront of the Avenida dos Descobrimentos, enjoying views of the Bensafreme River, the vendors along the walk, the boats on the river, and the calçadas paving the way. It is a nice stroll all the way to the bridge crossing the river over to Lagos Marina. Finishing up your walk, return along the opposite side of the Avenida dos Descobrimentos, enjoying the shops and sights along the way. Stop in at the Mercado Municipal de Lagos, open 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. to see fishermen selling the catch of the day. Finally, from the Mercado, enter the Old Town area. Enjoy shopping, eating, wandering the streets, enjoying the calzadas, and looking out for street art in the city. There are numerous places to sit, take a break, or enjoy a bite to eat. While wandering the streets, look out for the famous green-tiled building, the snail mural, the Smoky Man, and other street art throughout the city.
Number 4. Places to eat. With so many things to do and places to see, you are sure to work up an appetite. If you find yourself near the east end of the boardwalk at Praia, you can stop for a casual bite at the popular Restaurante Por 8. And it really doesn't get more casual than this, with the terrace tables practically situated on the sand. Whether you are stopping for coffee or an espetada and cold beer, you are sure to leave refreshed and ready to continue your adventure. Tasca Do Kiko is just steps away from the boardwalk on the Praia side of the Marina. Although there is not much of a view unless you are interested in looking at the holes of boats, contemporary interior is inviting with an expansive bar and dining area. Their cuttlefish tempura starter is to die for, as well as their goat cheese and fig salad. And they also make a legit cheeseburger and fries which will put a smile on everyone's face. Eat Thai has a great view of the marina with ocean breezes adding to the pleasant Southeast Asian tropical vibe. They serve cold Singa beer with Singa branded bottle coolers which adds a nice touch. The satay gai starter hit the spot with just the right amount of heat and the peanut sauce and pickled cucumber dipping sauce for the grilled chicken pieces on bamboo skewers. Lopaka ordered the pad thai gung with prawns, and Terry had the pad krap prao mu with stir-fried minced pork, chili, garlic, and Thai basil. It had been a couple years since we last had Thai food, so it was a welcome change. A must if you're visiting Lagos is to try piri piri chicken, which is a specialty originating in the Algarve region of Portugal. Our favorite is at Churrasqueira, Praça de Armas, just inside the Ponta da Pad of the Old Town. When you first enter, you can see them grilling the chicken over the fire. Though they have other offerings in the display case, make sure to get the frango asado special that includes piri piri chicken, french fries, and your choice of cold drink, all for €8. We love climbing the stairs and sitting on the covered terrace where you have a view of the town and the Ponta da Pad. This is one of our favorite places and always come away feeling satisfied. If you're looking for a creative take on Portuguese cuisine, just a couple doors down from the Pro Putting Garden and Skate Park outside the Ponta da Pad is Maria Petisca. This is a fantastic place to enjoy small bites and a pitcher of sangria or a full meal. We especially like the deep-fried green beans and octopus fritters, which evoke nostalgic impressions of Japanese tempura and takoyaki. Excellent takes on Portuguese classics include polvo alagareiro, so tender and flavorful, and the bacalhau served with sautéed vegetables and potatoes. And for dessert, you can top up the meal with some fresh-made churros served with caramel and chocolate dipping sauces.
Wow, we really had a fun time showing you around our travel base of Lagos town. We hope you found some ideas when planning your first visit to the south of Portugal. Mahalo for tagging along with us. So until next time,
Até próxima!
and aloha!